This is an audio-only recording of an exercise session for Vision of Adventure. A cycling session led by Kath Finn. Please note that you will need some form of stationary bike with controllable resistance to participate in this session. Recorded in winter 2025.
Good evening, everyone. Here we go. It's the 10th of February. The nights are getting lighter. It's even light by about 5:30 and it's still light. Woohoo! Goes 1 to 2 people. Spring is coming. Crocuses are out. Snowdrops are out. And the daffodils are definitely coming through the ground. They're not yellow yet around us, but they're definitely about 6 to 8, 9 inches tall. So there must be some flowers in there somewhere. So life is looking up. And then the clocks will change and we'll be like, oh. But never mind. We're getting there. Spring is in the air. So as usual, even if it is now 10 degrees instead of 3, we're going to warm up because that's always important. Whatever the temperature, just takes longer when it's colder. And most of you are somewhere relatively warm as well. We haven't. No, Sue, you're in your garage, aren't you? So that's quite cold. Yeah. So I'm sitting here, I was saying to Esther, with my hat and my fleece, and that's only because I've been outside quite a lot. I've been helping at a community woodland managed by the parish council. So I've been on my hands and knees, ferreting around in the bottom of a hedge, cutting off plastic sleeves off baby trees, because the hedgelings are now big enough to need the sleeves off them. So that was really good. And in a month, we're going back and they've got 420 trees, which have been funded by the council. So basically one for every person in the parish, which is a council aim this year, to plant in the woodland. So that'll be nice. And it's got community access. And then hopefully over time, it will be beautiful. But feels quite nice to be part of something. And kind of do something quite practical that is going to have a real result for someone else. So yeah, it was good. But so good functional fitness, because I've been on my knees, I've been standing up, I've been stooping, I've been carrying things, I've been hitting things with hammers, not the trees, the posts that the trees are then attached to. So all of those things. And it's been quite nice, but I'm kind of ready for my tea. So I might be a bit hungry through this. I think my clients this week have had lots of talks on how to hit enough protein and some interesting conversations about what people use. So I have a little WhatsApp group now with just the people that I coach. And having had several conversations about protein, I put it on there. What do people use? And there were some great ideas. I didn't know goat's cheese has got the same amount of protein but less fat than cow's cheese, like cheddars. So, and I like goat's cheese, so that was interesting. Some people just use soya milk. And then we had not dairy. Then we had the discussion about, well, should you buy protein pudding because it's probably ultra processed, which it is. And people made the point of, well, that's the compromise. If you really struggle to get your protein in, do you accept the fact that some of it will be ultra processed and just go for that? People are eating toasted edamame beans and toasted chickpeas as protein snacks. So I'm going to have a look for some of them, because I haven't really eaten them before. I have a suspicion they're rather hard and might break my teeth, but you can try anything once. And then I might give up, hopefully before it breaks my teeth, because it's very expensive to go and have a tooth repaired. So yeah, it was quite an interesting discussion. And then for vegans, if you're cooking lots of batch food of vegetables and beans and stuff like that, what are you cooking it in? Are you cooking it in basically a base of olive oil? And is that really fatty? And what else can you use? And so, yeah, it's been really interesting. with a few reminders that fat is good for you and we need it, particularly for nerve and brain function. And it's been demonized by the diet industry and slimming groups. And in actual fact, good fat is really important and a really important part of diet. So oily fish, avocados, nuts and seeds, olive oil, all those types of fats. Fat in eggs, I reckon, is like pretty all right. And then you get to the fat in butter and maybe that in cheddar cheese. There's an awful lot in peanut butter and things like that. And those are, and also if you're a meat eater, there's a lot in meat. But a lot of those are really nice, and that's where the difficulty is. Ho-hum, never mind. So it's been some interesting discussions, and we're looking at 2 grams of protein per kilo body weight, assuming you're a kind of normal-ish weight. And that is a lot, and it's a huge amount for we need to eat more than men. So that is for postmenopausal women who are doing a lot of exercise, because we become less efficient at using it. And because of our menopause, we lose so much muscle that we need more protein to try to help our body maintain as much muscle as it can. But we can't eat it all at once because the body doesn't like that. We have to drip feed it. So 5 portions of protein a day, ideally. It's hard work, this eating, Lark. But you definitely want to try and make sure you have protein at every meal. So like a nice vegetable soup, you can then put a bit of quinoa or some pre-cooked brown rice into it, or half a tin of beans, or add some lentils when you're cooking. And suddenly you've got something which was healthy as a vegetable soup, now becomes even better because it's got that protein mix in it. But it does take a bit of thinking about. So that was all quite entertaining. Right, we are going to do 4 blocks of 2 minutes, and we're going to do those at a gradually increasing level of effort. So we don't normally do as many as 4, so you want to make sure that your first one is pretty easy, or otherwise by the time you get to the 4th, you're going to be in trouble. So we'll start now. That means I can go on talking. So I would just like to say thank you, whoever I need to thank, for the NHS. The system might not be perfect, but when things go wrong, it is amazing to know that it's there. So I have a son with a dislocated knee, which he did in judo because he fought somebody twice as heavy as him, and he got him in a leg lock, and then the guy fell on his leg. And he does realize he's really lucky, and all his conditioning work has massively helped that he has no ruptured or broken tendons or ligaments. But the kneecap was completely out of place, and we were incredibly lucky. There was an ambulance available. There was a bed available in Lancaster, which like never happens. And there were also people there who weren't tied up with trying to save someone who was dying. So they put it back, and he was home within 6 hours, which was absolutely amazing. His girlfriend is Canadian, and apart from the fact she was having a complete panicking meltdown, she's like, how much is it going to cost? We've called an ambulance. It's going to be so expensive. And oh my gosh, they've done this and they've done that. And how much will these drugs be? And we're like, Madeline, it's the NHS. It's free. Oh. So that at least calmed part of the panic down. But he has now spent the week lying on the sofa in their new house. Thank goodness he's not still living in a van, although he would have lived here. Somewhat despondent and very bored and very frustrated because it's probably the first major injury I think he's had, and he's 28. So it's the first time he's actually had to stop doing things that he does every day, and his body's doesn't know what's hit it. He trains 3 to 4 hours a day, and suddenly he's done nothing for a week. So he's having a little struggle. Right, we need to go up a little bit into the second 2 minutes. So we'll probably want to be about medium hard now. Effort level 5, 6 out of 10. Yeah, I've had an exciting week so far. I went round to see him today and he actually looked pleased to see me. He's not always pleased to see people. So we've got a little bit longer. We've got another minute or so at this. And some jumpers have come off already, so it must be working. Half a minute at this one, and then we're going to go up a little bit. And it's just as well I'm stopping talking while it's getting harder. And now we just want to shift pleasurably into the next effort zone. So a little bit harder. And this is our 3rd out of 4. So you want to save a little bit for the last one. Half a minute. There's no point looking at your watch hoping it's over. It's not. Okay, let's just push it up into the next bit. Last 2 minutes of a warm-up before we get to those little spiky bits. But we'll have a little bit of a rest before we do them. Very nice. Half a minute left. And just relax a little bit. Nice. So we're now going to do 15-second sprints, 45 seconds off. And these are just the little sharpeners that we generally do at the beginning of sessions. And we're going to do 3 of them. So 3 minutes worth. And are we ready to go again? 3, 2, 1, and go. 15 seconds. 10 gone. Well done. 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds relaxing. Still 30 seconds to go. So yeah, look, sitting pretty. Get that breathing sorted. Ten seconds. For another little 15-second burst. 3, 2, 1, go. Brilliant. Well done. Fantastic fast cadences, still bodies. And relax. 45 seconds of relax, one more to do. Twenty seconds to go before we go into the next one. 10. 3, 2, 1, and spin. 10 seconds, well done. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice. Now, hopefully warmed up. Yep. Looking like it. That's good news. We're going to do a bit of overgeared effort. So that's when we do really slow cadence. And that's helping support our strength on the hills. And then we're going to do a bit of cadence work. So that's the opposite, going really quickly with your legs, but not putting a high strain on your cardio, your heart and your lungs. And then we're going to do some sprinting, which will put a big strain on it. So quite a bit of a mixture, hopefully. So we're going to start with overgeared efforts, and we're going to do 2 minutes, probably times 5, with only 30 seconds in between. So that means, and I will make appropriate noises at appropriate times to give you a cadence. If I can get into my, it's not working. No, I won't. No, we have a technical malfunction. That's a shame. So we will, though, starting now, slow your cadence down, put your resistance up quite high, and feel as if your glutes and your quads, so your butt muscles and the muscles on the front of your legs, are working really hard. And that's looking good. And I'm going to do this to the seconds on my clock. So every time I say tick, we want to have one leg, so say your right knee nearest your face on the pedal stroke. Tick, 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 tick. That is the fastest that you should be going with your cadence. A little bit slower is fine. We don't want to drop it through to absolutely really, really slow, because it puts a lot of strain on your knees. And it should feel hard work pushing that kind of resistance. Just think about hills in the Lake District. I know, Sue, last time you were on one of the weekends, it was pretty steep. A lot of it was quite hilly. And you've only got 10 seconds on this one. 3, 2, 1. Okay, you've got your half a minute. Before we do another one. And they should feel quite hard work. Shouldn't quite want to kill me, but you will thank me in the summer. And as it's getting lighter and warmer, there's more and more chances of getting out. 3, 2, 1. And back to it. That really slow, heavy cadence. You probably don't do this in the velodrome. It's not a very velodromey one because you never meet conditions like you meet when you're riding outside. So this is, yeah, very specifically outside riding. They'd be too frightened in the velodrome, you go too slowly and fall off the bank. That would be bad. Now, knowing you've got another 3 lots, is your resistance where it should be? Can you manage it a little bit higher, or have you over-egged the pudding and it needs to go down a tiny bit? First minute gone. Going through the second. Half a minute left. And sadly, not every hill has cake at the top of it. In fact, you usually have to go down the other side before you get to cake. Does cake have protein in it? Probably not. But that's not what you need when you're riding. You need mainly carb. And we will go 3, 2, 1. And relax for half a minute. So yes, you need protein after you've ridden, about 20 grams, which could be a 250 ml, a little carton of chocolate milk. That has lots. But mainly carbohydrate when you are riding, hence lots of sweeties. And we're going to go again. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. This is your third one. Quarter gone. You should feel your glutes. Don't let them be lazy. If you can't feel them, try tensing them, which will kind of make you rise up and down on the saddle as you tense them and release them, but they should be kind of functioning. Another minute. Nice, half a minute to go. Good, nearly at the summit. Or maybe nearly where it levels off a little bit before we go up again, I should say. 3, 2, 1. Half a minute of respite. And then you've got 2 more little steps to go. And we're going to go again. 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice effort. Legs should feel like they're working. Heart should feel kind of a little bit stressed, but mainly all right. But those muscles, if you got off straight away after this, should feel a little heavy. Looking good. Another minute on this one. Nearly up this little leg of the journey. And thinking of some of the shorter ones we rode on Sunday, we obviously chose the moment the heavens opened to leave. Within the first 10 minutes, my boots had filled with water, I think. And obviously, because I've arranged to meet a friend, then you just kind of go. You don't think it's a shower, I'll wait for an hour. That would have been the clever thing to do. 3, 2, 1. Half a minute on relax. And then you're going for your last one. Half a minute has just gone in a flash. 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, measure it. This is your last 2 minutes on this exercise. So make sure you use it. Looking good. You've got to that stage of, it must be the top this time. Please let us see the top. Please let us see a bit of downhill. Don't go around the bend and see another up. 1 more minute of climb and we'll be happy. Half a minute there. 3, 2, 1, the summit! Hooray! Well done. Spin your legs out. And just recover for a little bit. Now, we are going to do just a little bit of cadence work, partly just to free the legs up after that, and partly so that we're practicing that neural firing. And we're going to go with 1 minute at 90, which is kind of our normal pace. Then we're going to go for 1 minute at a bit faster, kind of around 100. And then we're going to go at 1 minute faster again. So we're going to repeat that 3 times. So the first one should be relatively comfortable and normal. And the second 2 are up to you to make it that little bit quicker. And again, it's not out and out, oh my gosh, my heart's coming through my chest, but your heart will go faster with the effort of making your legs turn that quickly. You don't need a massive resistance. You want just enough resistance to make sure that your bottom can stay on the saddle. Because if you're trying to do a very high cadence and you're not got good core control and it's going and you haven't got enough resistance, then you'll start bouncing around a lot and it'll be really uncomfortable. So we want to just manage that and then we should be good. So we are going to go for minutes at a time. And off we go. So this is 1 minute at a normal cadence. Tick, tock, 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 tick, tock. Lovely, that even pace. You've got another 2 minutes at that. 2 minutes? No, 30 seconds. I don't know where 2 minutes came from. Nice smooth pedaling action. Nice still bodies. Good control. And then we're going to go up to make the cadence a little bit faster. And we're going to go up now. Tick, tock, 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 tick, tock. Nice. Keep it spinning. Keep it spinning like that. That's looking lovely. Really fast, but really controlled. Well done. And we've got another 15 seconds. And then we want to go 1 faster again. And you know what you're doing this time. So I'm not going to give you a count. I'm just going to say try to go your legs a little bit faster. And we're going to go now for a minute. Great jobs. Really good. It's wonderful. You've got half a minute left. So it does make you hot and sweaty and it does raise your heart, but it's kind of different to trying to go really fast on a bike speed-wise. And we're going to slack it back. 3, 2, 1. Just take a minute of pedaling. Just go nice and easy. Have a drink if you need it. Just chill out a little bit. And then we're going to repeat that twice. And then next week, which is going to be the last one in this block, we're going to need to do some thresholds. So that's some effort level 7, nice steady state, holding that effort at 90 cadence. Because we haven't done any of that for a week or two. I'll feel very upset if we don't do it before we finish. Okay, you've got like 5 seconds or so before we go again. 3, 2, 1. And we want to go into a normal cadence. So that is tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. And it might feel very slow given what we've just been doing, and that's fine because you're going to go up again. And it is a really good drill. It's a really good way of practicing things, and it will in time make your pedaling smoother, more silken. Instead of clunky squares, we'll have beautiful silk ovals. Nearly ready to go a bit faster. 3, 2, 1. Now we want to be aiming to raise that a little bit. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. You guys have got it. Got it beautiful. Got it. You have mastered it beautifully. Let me use some correct English. With correct diction. And you have 20 seconds until I would like you to increase your cadence for the last minute. And I don't think I can continue to speak like this for very long because somebody is making me laugh. 3, 2, 1. The last increase in cadence, last minute on this block. Well done. Loving it. Now your legs should feel like they're spinning, but you shouldn't feel like you're applying the power in a flat out sprint. But it should feel quite difficult so that you've got that fast spin without the full power on it. And I'm liking it. You're almost there. 5, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Take your rest. We're going to do one more block of those 3. And then we're going to change to sprinting. just to finish with. I'm glad I thought I'd stick a minute rest into these. I mean, we could have run them just back to back, but it looks like you're kind of quite appreciating that. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're looking at 90. Tick, tock, 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 tick, tock. Relatively low resistance. That should feel quite comfortable. You're breezing along the country lanes looking at the flowers. And you've still got 20 seconds or so at this one. And then it gets a little bit less comfortable. Five, 3, 2, 1, and a little bit faster up to the 100. Tick, 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 tick. And remember, you've got nearly 2 minutes at a fast cadence. You've got 45 seconds left like this, and then faster. "15 seconds on this one. And faster again for a minute. The last minute with really fast legs. Great effort. Halfway through, try and keep your upper half relaxed if you can. All the effort coming from your hips downwards. Excellent. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Well done. Bless me. Okay. Now, because we're near the end and we don't need to save any energy, we're going to do some 30-second sprints, 30 seconds off. Now, these are VO2 max. You're using as much oxygen as you can. You're working really hard. It's a mixture of like having quite a high cadence, but also having a high resistance. So they're quite like the ones that look like I see you doing at the start. And the 30 seconds rest is not that long for the amount of energy you're using. So we're going to do 5 of them, then we're going to have a bit longer rest, and then we're going to do 5 more. And the second 5 will be your choice, obviously. Well, it's all your choice, but you can decide whether the first 5 is enough, thank you, and you just want to cool down, or whether you want to do the second lot. Okay. I would like it if you have enough energy to try the first set. And we're going to go in 3. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Full on. I've never seen seconds go so slow in my life. Come on, move. 20 seconds gone. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds rest. These are going really quickly. Now, of course, the seconds are going really, really fast. I thought time was kind of the same. Clearly not. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Brilliant. 15 gone. 3, 2, 1, and relax. 30 seconds. Well done. And just obviously a reminder that the effort on each of these should be the same. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, go. Third set of 30 seconds. Excellent. 15. 3, 2, 1. 30-second rest. Ten to go. 3, 2, 1. Number 4, go for it. Excellent. Oh, fantastic efforts here. Absolutely brilliant. 15. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Thirty seconds. Ready again. Last one on this block. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. 15. Fantastic. Brilliant. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Really well done. Right, we're going to take a good couple of minutes here, and then you're going to have your choice. Because I think after that, it's good to actually feel like we might have recovered, even though I know that that's not going to be true. Okay, we'll have another. Actually, I think we'll have another minute so you're bored. And that will be recovery that will be fine when you start going again. Another 20 seconds. And we're ready. 3, 2, 1. Go if you want the last 5 sprints. If you don't and you're winding down, that's absolutely fine. It could have been a little bit of a short minute. 15 gone. Well done. This is deadly accurate. 3, 2, 1. Half a minute, relax. Now, this type of thing you'll do on the velodrome, possibly in different blocks, but possibly slightly longer. Whoa, only got 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and go. $15. Three, 2, 1. Relax. Okay, 20 seconds or so. Not long. 5, 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Number 3. 3 out of 5. This is your over halfway one. 15. 3, 2, 1. Rest. You're over halfway. Out of this block, you've done 3. You've got 2. Overall, you've done 8. You've got 2. So you can hang on to that last 2. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Number 4. 15. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Have you got one more in you? If you have, there's 15 seconds to go, and then you will have done 10. Absolutely wicked efforts. 3, 2, 1. Take it away. Last one. Absolutely fantastic. 15 done. Brilliant. Just hanging on for the last few seconds. Really great. 3, 2, 1, and chill. And that's it. You are over and out for tonight. Absolutely fantastic efforts. I thought I'd put that heavy bit in at the end so that you didn't have to do it and then do lots of other stuff. So we did the other stuff first. But particularly after tonight, when you've worked so hard near the end of session, please take time to wind down a little bit, sit on your bike, spin your legs out, allow your body to come back to homeostasis a bit, allow your heart rate to settle right back down. And we're going to turn the recording off, but please stay there for another 5 minutes.